to the YouTube channel of Anand Super 100. In this new initiative, we have brought a series of daily current affairs that are crucial for all the competitive exams. Have a look on today's headlines. Panel formed to apportion Jammu and Kashmir assets and liabilities in the chairmanship of Sanjay Mitra. 14th session of the Conference of Parties held in Greater Noida. National survey on coverage of iodized salt. Eradicating malaria by 2050 report in the Lancet. Indian journalist Ravish Kumar honored with Raman Magsaysay Award. Let's discuss some of the news in details. Panel formed to apportion Jammu and Kashmir assets and liabilities. The Ministry of Home Affairs has formed a 3-member committee headed by retired IAS officer and former Defence Secretary Sanjay Mitra to apportion the assets and the liabilities of Jammu and Kashmir between the two union territories of Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir that will come into being on October 31st. About the panel, Chairman is Sanjay Mitra and other 2 members are retired IAS officer Arun Goyal and Controller General of Accounts CGA Giriraj Prasad Gupta. Boris Johnson suspends UK Parliament. The simmering showdown between Britain Prime Minister Boris Johnson and the Parliament over Brexit came to a head as lawmakers delivered 3 defeats to the government's plans for leaving the European Union before being sent home for a continuous 5-week suspension of the legislature. Parliament was then suspended or prorogued at the government's request until October 14. 14th session of the Conference of Parties. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced that India would raise its target for restoring degraded land from 21 million hectare to 26 million hectare by 2030. Modi also pointed out that between 2015 and 17, India's tree and forest cover increased by 0.8 million hectares. 14th session of the Conference of Parties to the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification is held at Greater Noida. Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar is now the new COP president. The words on logo displays Restore Land, Sustain Future. Let's discuss about Conference of Parties. It is the supreme decision-making body of UNCCD and 197 country parties including EU are constituent members of this body. Main functions of COP are to review reports submitted by the parties and make recommendations, adopt new annexes to the convention. India will take over COP presidency from China for the next 2 years 2019-21. About UNCCD. United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification was established in 1994. It is the sole legally binding international agreement linking environment and development to sustainable land management. National Survey on Coverage of Iodized Salt. A national survey to measure the coverage of iodized salt has presented its report recently. The study shows that 76.3% of Indian households consumed adequately iodized salt, which is salt with at least 15 parts per million of iodine. The 5 worst performers were Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Odisha and Jharkhand. The survey was conducted by Nutrition International in collaboration with the All India Institute of Medical Sciences and the Indian Coalition for the Control of Iodine Deficiency Disorders. Dr. Chandrakant S. Pandav is the president of ICC-IDD. Dr. Pandav is also called the Iodine Man of India. Have a look on largest producers of salt. Gujarat produces 71% of the salt in the country, followed by Rajasthan at 17% and Tamil Nadu at 11%. The rest of the country accounts for a mere 1% of salt produced. The northeastern states are doing very well with respect to iodized salt consumption at the household level. Eradicating malaria by 2050, the report of Lancet. A report in the Lancet concludes that it is possible to eradicate malaria as early as 2050 or within a generation with the right strategies and sufficient funding. Since 2000, Global malaria incidence and death rates declined by 36 and 60% respectively. In 2017, 86 countries reported 209 million cases and 435,000 malaria deaths. At present, two countries, Nigeria and Democratic Republic of Congo, accounts for 36% of global cases. Let's talk about today's questions. Question number 1. COP14 held in Option A, Dehradun, Option B, Pune, Option C, Mumbai, and Option D, Greater Noida. And the answer is Option D, Greater Noida. Question number 2. Panel formed to apportion Jammu and Kashmir assets and liabilities in the chairmanship of Option A, Arun Goyal, Option B, Sanjay Mitra, Option C, Nandan Nilankani, and Option D, Kasturi Rangan. And the correct answer is Option B, Sanjay Mitra. Question number 3. UNCCD convention is Option A, legally binding, Option B, non-binding, Option C, binding only for 1 year, and Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is Option A, legally binding. Question number 4. Which state has the maximum production of salt? Option A, Rajasthan, Option B, Madhya Pradesh, Option C, Gujarat, and Option D, Uttar Pradesh. And the correct answer is Option C, Gujarat. Question number 5. Who is called as the iodine man of India? Option A, Dr. Chandrakant Pandav, Option B, Henry Ford, Option C, Aristotle, and Option D, Varghese Kurian. And the answer is Option A, Dr. Chandrakant Pandav. Question number 6. Amol Majumdar is related to which sport? Option A, cricket, Option B, hockey, Option C, basketball, and Option D, kabaddi. And the right answer is Option A, cricket. Thank you so much for watching. We will continue in the next episode. Keep on learning.